Hey everyone, I am Samandita and today I will be discussing about the topic of deleting a node in a linked list. To begin with, let us see what a linked list is. So linked list is basically a data structure which contains multiple nodes and all these nodes are linked to one another in this way. So as you can see here, this one this one entity, this is called as a node, and each node has two parts, one that contains the data and the other one that contains the address to the next node. In this way, all these nodes are linked and then the last node points to null, and this is what forms a singly linked list. There is also an additional node called as the header node, which contains the address of the first node of a linked list and points to that. So this is what a basic linked list looks like. Now the problem of deleting the node in a linked list. So we can delete the node in a linked list using the address of the node or given the position of the node in a linked list, or if there are only unique elements in the present and even present in the linked list, then we can also use the value of this element to delete the node. Let us assume that we want to delete the node based on the position. So in such a scenario, there will be two cases. One, when we want to delete the first node, and the second case is when we want to delete any other node. So whenever we want to delete a node in a linked list, there are two things that we'll have to do. One is we have to fix all the links, and then we'll have to free the space allocated to the node. Let us go case by case. So this is the first case where we want to delete this node in the linked list, the first node, the node in the address 8200. So that time what we'll have to do is we'll have to delete this, delink this, and then we'll have to make sure the header points to the second node, and then we'll have to free the space allocated to this node. That will be the first case. And the second case is, let's say we want to delete any other node in the linked list. So maybe this node, the node at position 2, second position. So at that time what we'll have to do is we'll have to link this node to this node. So basically instead of 8282, this node should point to 8316. So this should be delinked and we should link it to this one. So here we should have 8316, and then we should free the space allocated to the second node. So this is how it goes. If we have to just see the logic of the code over here, we will first be taking a temporary node and then we'll be making sure the temporary node points to head. So we are now going to delete a node based on the position. Let's say the position is 1. So n is equal to 1. At that time we'll have to make the head point to the next of the temp node. So basically the temp will be first pointing towards the head, and then it will be pointing to this one, this node, to the head. And then what we have to do is we have to make the head node point to temp's next. So that is making the head node point to this node. And after that we'll have to free the space allocated to temp1, and then we'll have to return. That's a simple case. Now let us go through the second case. So over here what we'll have to do is we'll have to first traverse the linked list and then go to the position of the n-1th node. So let us say this is the nth node that has to be deleted. So we'll have to go till n-1th node, that will be this node, and then we'll have to link or make sure the n-1th node's pointer or the address variable that will be stored over here is that of the n+1th node. That is, we have to make sure that the n-1th node points to n+1th node. So to do that, we'll be taking a variable I, which we'll be using it for traversing, and then we'll go till the previous node, and then we'll go to the node, and what we'll be doing is we'll make sure the temp's next will point to temp 2's next. So this will be temp 2 and we'll be making the temp's next point to temp 2's next. That is n-1's next will point to n+1. And then we'll be freeing the memory that is allocated to temp 2. In this way we can delete a node in the linked list. Thank you.